Sawadika, welcome to Design Trip. I'm Lasalin Tepawan. For today's program, we have a very special place to show you today. It's a very sacred place that's an embodiment of spirituality, religion, culture, and also beauty and aesthetics. For those of you who haven't heard, it's called the Buddha Dharma Relics Museum, located right in the heart of Bangkok, a place that shows you the overlappings, the mergings of various cultures of Southeast Asia. So without further ado, let's go meet our expert. And now I'm standing inside of the Dharma Buddha Relics Museum right in the center of Bangkok, and I'm joined here by the Vice President of the Buddha Dharma Relics Museum, Kun Clifford Chuan. Sawadika. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
This is a very, very beautiful location. Stepping into this building is like entering a different world full of spirituality, full of art, and full of
Culture.
culture.
Colors and culture. That's the main
Exactly.
thing, yeah.
Right. So how did this place come to be?
Okay, first of all, we have a vision to propagate Buddhism as well as to build up the atmosphere, you know, like serenity, cultures, inclusive the powers, you know.
Powers?
Yeah, powers
Oh.
of different powers. Like we can feel the powers of Brahman, Buddhism, and other cultures in Asia like Burma, we have Cambodia, you know. So many people do not have the opportunity to visit these various countries,
Right.
okay?
We talked a little bit earlier about the different cultures and different countries. How do they all fit into this building? How do you lay out, or how do you divide the different zones up?
Come into the museum, you will see all the Brahman aspects like God Shiva, Brahma or Vishnu and their consorts. Okay, so after that you will run into rooms like we have the pagoda room, the JD Bondop, or you can call it, we enter into the Buddhism zone.
Right.
So we do segregate everything out very clearly, as well as Buddhism, which aspects of Buddhism, Mahayana tradition or Theravada, or
Right.
even Burmese.
And from which country?
Yeah, from
Exactly.
Tibet, and exactly we build according to their aspects, and the layout is suitable for doing their own events. We are also interlinked with the FPMT, that means under the 14th Dalai Lama, Tenzin Gyatso,
Right.
Tenzin Gyatso.
Ah,
So
I see.
he is also one of our guru or our principal guru here.
So many people from different countries, many experts and gurus are actually recruited and invited to join in the setup and creation of this museum.
Yes.
Perhaps feng shui masters as well.
Yes, as well as World of Feng Shui from Malaysia, they joined us
Wow.
to do all the events here.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But this room, coming in here, this is the first room we walk into.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about this room and what's the highlight here?
Okay, the highlight of this room is actually like the Ganesh.
The
Okay,
Ganesh.
Ganesh is basically the Lord of clearance of all obstacles. Okay, so some people worship him to gain rich, to be rich. Okay, so Ganesh is actually the highlight of this room. But basically, this room, all the items that are already blessed are able to be worshipped and taken back home for personal worship.
Wow.
Okay, so this is how we maintain the premises as well, and also the balance of the profit we will donate to sectors in need. Okay, so basically this whole organization is a non-profit organization. So we make it this way to maintain it in the way it is.
Wow, that's very honorable. And so without further ado, I'm sure everybody would love to see what the premises just involve and consist of. So shall we go check it out?
Thank you.
Let's go.
காண மனம் விழையுதே அம்மா உன்னை காண
design zone of the museum. Can you tell us about this zone and what makes it so special?
Okay, this is a very interesting room. We call it the Cambodia Path.
Cambodia Path.
Yeah, it's like when you're walking into a cave and with devas and all the saints or gods around you, you know?
Yes.
So when you are walking into this tunnel, you will notice that in Cambodia, in the olden days, they worship gods like Hindu gods. Okay, so they have apsaras. Apsaras are actually the escorts of the gods and devas. You know, they are born to entertain the devas. Okay, so we have the both sides. You will see the apsara. Okay, the sculptures are from sandstone.
Oh, wow.
And certain items here are really old. So like the stones are all originate from Cambodia itself. It's comprised of sandstones or even marbles.
So these are
granites.
relics here. All of these are rather
Relics,
are antiques.
yeah, antiques relics. So
Wow.
you will
That's
see the
amazing.
history about the Buddhas and their disciples, even the Vishnu god. This is actually a Vishnu. As you see, on top of the Vishnu's crown, there is a Buddha. So basically, Hinduism and Buddhism, they coordinate together in Cambodia.
Wow.
So the kings, they also pray to the Buddhist gods and also the Hindu gods.
So Hinduism, I mean rather Buddhism, started in India,
Yes.
but that's long after Hinduism.
Yes.
But when Buddhism spread out, it spread out, you could say, evenly to different countries like Cambodia and even Thailand, Burma.
Yes, it's all over. It's
All
a very
over.
widespread. It's only the category that categorize whether that countries they believe in what sect. Okay, like some of the aspects in the history of Cambodia, they do follow the Mahayana path as well.
And some the Theravada.
Yeah, some Theravada.
see.
But basically, when we are into Thailand, we are looking into the Theravada aspects as the majority,
Right.
80%. People are less, they're still learning to know about Mahayana. So that's why we are the first first person to bring in the Mahayana.
Well, that's amazing
Yeah.
to see how the Mahayana ties together with the ASEAN community and how that just brings people together culturally as well.
This is also a signboard that we put it up here. Lama Konchok is a very high lamas. He passed away about I think about 5 years ago, and this stated what sort of rituals he does in his lifetime. So how he practiced his Buddhism, his way of Buddhism. So it says how many offerings does he do and pray refuge prayers and so forth. And at the time when he passed away, all the relics were discovered after the burning of the ashes and all that. They discovered a lot of relics, and it's
Wow.
still growing, you know.
So he left behind his legacy
Yes,
for people
and
to study.
we also received from the 14th Dalai Lama the relics of Lama Konchok, and also put into our museum for display.
Wow.
So this is
Very
a great
grateful.
history. Yeah.
That's very wonderful. Wow. This is pretty much his merits and all of his
Yes.
contributions to the religion and to the region as well.
Yes.
And here we are in front of Panarai.
Okay,
Right?
Panarai is actually in Thailand we call Pratnarai, but in the Indian epics he's actually Lord Vishnu.
Lord Vishnu.
So he has many arms. Like this is actually an art piece from Cambodia. It's a very old piece, also a relic. Okay, so he weighs about I think about 150 kilos here.
Wow.
It's very
Doesn't
heavy.
look it.
Yes.
Why does he have so many different layers of heads?
Heads, right? They
And
are
arms.
comprised. This is a similar path like the Chinese. In China, they worship the thousand arms Chenrizik or the thousand arms Kuan Im.
Right.
Okay, so basically the faces there are total of 9 faces. 9 faces is like surrounding our globe, you know, it taking care of the whole galaxy.
Wow.
Okay, so basically they do in tiers. This is believed like you know in Thailand they build the JDs also in tiers. So it's like giving you a better ranking. You know,
I
like when you
see.
pray to him, it's actually a resemblance of power and success.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And why does he have so many different arms?
Okay, the arms are actually giving encouragement to people.
Oh.
Okay, you see all the Hindu gods, they have many arms. It might be true and it might be just only imagination. But whatever weapons that they hold, it represents taking away a certain obstacles or giving you a special power. When you look at that representation, you will know that he's actually giving you an encouragement or protecting you against your fear.
Wow, that's
Right.
amazing. So here we are looking at a god and a deity
Yes.
in Cambodia who's also considered a deity in
Yes.
China. And so
Yes.
we can see lots of cultural similarities
Yes.
and religious, you could
It's
say,
merging together.
merging.
Yeah, merging
Exactly.
together. Yeah.
And we're going to enter this or exit the Cambodian zone.
And we enter into the Hindu path, the Hindu room. Okay.
All right.
So I'll bring you to the next room. Okay.